Hello, everyone. Welcome to this week's Indie Artist Music Hustle with Blonde Intelligence. Happy 4th of July to everyone. I want to start out with saying that there will be a show this weekend in Malvern, Arkansas. So if you're in Malvern, Hot Springs, Little Rock, Pine Bluff, any of the surrounding areas, Davo Anderson and Kurt Murphy, which has been a guest on the show, will be performing in Malvern. The doors open at 7 p.m. at 117 Wackenberg Lane. I hope to see you there. There'll be vendors. I will be broadcasting live, doing interviews, and just seeing what's going on with the show. So if you're in that area, please come out and support. This week, this week I was browsing YouTube, of course, as we do that sometime. And I came across, I had watched Love and Hip Hop, and I came across some of the reviews that had been done on the show. And one of the reviews that I watched was from DJ Richie Sky. And I really like what he said. He said that, and I agree, that it seems like since Love and Hip Hop Atlanta has moved from VH1 to MTV, that it seems like it's more focused on the business aspect of music and what artists are doing to hustle to try to get their albums out. And I have to agree with him because it do seem like that to me, that it has moved from the drama more towards the music. And it was like, of the whole franchise, it was like anytime a person filmed, it was always about music, always about music, always about music. Normally was the one who kind of like made it out of, I would say, Love and Hip Hop. But since it seems to me, another thing that it seems to be centered on is the female hip hop artists. And I really like that because hip hop is male dominated, and it's like you have a prototype for the females in hip hop, not the MC Lights, not the Queen Latifahs, not those people like that. And there's always been some sexy in hip hop with Little Kim and Foxy Brown and, the people of that sort. But I would say that with the changing times of music and new artists coming in and fresh new looks, fresh new sounds, I think that MTV is focusing more on the business aspect and that they're highlighting the female aspect of hip hop. And I kind of wish that they would have had that focus. I don't know if it's a new set of producers. I know there's a writer's strike and everything, but it seems like that it just came out really refreshing this season. With the focus being more on the music, I would have liked for that focus to been like that when Kalina was there, when Scrappy was working on his album. Scrappy has a couple of, well, I don't know, but a couple that I know of, projects that had came out during the Love and Hip Hop time, and it seems like that it wasn't promoted. Or you might hear somebody talking about their music, but they're not sampling a lot of the artist's music. So I'm like, really, why are they there? I mean, I could, but I would just say that I am glad that it is more centered towards the music. I'm looking forward to seeing more from Erica Banks. I had never heard of Amy Luciani, but I am very intrigued. I feel like that she's a great artist. I mean, just from even the way she talks and the work ethics that I see so far. Even with Rasheeda, it's like super growth. It's not always about the music, but if you're known from the music, then what do you grow from? I was talking to an artist and I was telling him about an interview that I had watched because I watch other people's interviews. And I was like, the goal is not to stay an artist. The goal is to find longevity in your investments from the music to keep making you money. I said, I was listening to, I think it was Ronnie DeVoe, out of New Edition. I think he was on couples therapy or something. I can't remember exactly what it was. And he was saying to his wife, I wish I could take a break. Do you think that I enjoy still going out doing shows? I would like to, be able to retire to relax because, a lot of artists make their money off live shows. So, I mean, you look at those endorsements to make your money longer. I mean, so we were talking about that. And I feel like Rasheeda has, to a great level, used the music platform to showcase other talents that she had. I remember watching one of the shows and she was fussing at Kurt about showing up late to a music video because she didn't have a stylist, that she had to do it herself. And he was like, but look at you now. Yeah, she has opened up several stores, and I don't know about the reviews on them, but the point of the matter is you had a conception in your mind and it went from A to B and you created fruit from it. So I think that she is very successful in that aspect. And even if she still want to do music, it's like maybe not on the scale of Beyonce, but she do music when she get ready. She's not dependent on it. Now I do wish. Now I listened to the song, and I think this is like 2018 that Scrappy did. It was called MJ or something, produced by Stevie J. Um, I cannot say that I really cared for it, but I think Scrappy still has his flow. That's another thing that I really wish, that as great as Stevie J is as a musician, that when he came into love and hip hop, that they focused more on him being a great musician instead of him being the good guy. He introduced himself as the good guy instead of focusing more on the music. So I do think that some of the cast members may have dropped the ball instead of keeping it, I'm pushing my music, I'm pushing my music, I'm pushing my music, instead of letting the drama in. But I wasn't going to stay with you long today because of it's a holiday and because I own the company. I take off when I get ready, but I still wanted to give something. And again, if you're in Malvern this weekend, I will be broadcasting live at Davo Anderson and Kurt Murphy's show. It is a family-friendly event. There will be vendors, food trucks, all of that, and you'll get a chance to see what's going on. So I'll see you next week. Bye.
Hey girl, let me tell you about this podcast.
Girl, everybody has a podcast these days.
But this one interviews new and interesting indie artists. It's called Indie Artist Music Hustle with Blonde Intelligence.
Really? Where can I find it?
It's on all podcasting platforms, streams live on social media, and on rpentradio.com.
What'd you say it was called again?
It's called Indie Artist Music Hustle with Blonde Intelligence.
Girl, I'm gonna have to check her out.
Give it a